Hello, good afternoon, and welcome in, everybody. The 45th game of the season for the Greeneville Flyboys here in the penultimate game of the Appy League season 2026 as we wind things down. Second to last game, as we mentioned, Flyboys Doughboys here in the Flyboys' biggest rivalry. Couldn't see a better way to end this home season here in the season finale at Eastman Credit Union Field and Pioneer Park. With that, we say hello, Matthew Palazzo alongside Tyler Nichols and cameraman Derek Tarleton. Hope you are doing well. Glad you could join us here for our Wednesday night festivities. It is Fan Appreciation Night here at the ballpark, and Pioneer Park has the first 1,000 fans who enter the stadium. Got Chick-fil-A gift cards, as you saw the Chick-fil-A cow throwing out the first pitch there. We've also got all sorts of other festivities, the corgi races, $2 Coronas, including fireworks after the game. We'll have those fireworks right here live on Green Sports Zone, so stay tuned. After the fact, we'll have coverage of that firework extravaganza as well. But let's open it up to Tyler Nichols. Tyler, a lot of fun games to be a part of. Last time out, not so much, but overall a season that really hasn't looked well down the stretch for Greeneville, but certainly one has been fun for us here in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, and you want to end it on the right note. You want to get a win in your last home game and then follow it up with another win tomorrow. And you mentioned how it's a heated rivalry between both teams, and Johnson City still has the opportunity to make the playoffs. It's slim for them to miss the playoffs, but I'm sure Greeneville would want nothing more than to cause them to miss the playoffs. And it seems like the season's flown by. We're already here at the last game, but let's hope for a win on the last night here on Fan Appreciation Night.
A more condensed Appy League schedule that fits the entire Summer League schedule in the months of June and July. Tyler, you just mentioned it, talked with Flyboys play-by-play and radio voice before the game. Trevor Rexius told me, he said, what is the motivation for this team to win? They have 2 games left on the schedule. They're way out of the playoffs. But like you just mentioned, Johnson City is in second place, but they're only 1 game out of first place. You look at the third place team, the Elizabethton River Riders, they're 2.5 games. So with 2 wins there, Elizabethton could leapfrog Johnson City with 2 wins for them and 2 losses for Johnson City, both today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, Greeneville will travel down the road to Johnson City to play in that season finale. They've got 1 more, and it's right here at home in beautiful Pioneer Park.
And for Johnson City, you don't know if you feel a sense of urgency knowing that you can go ahead and claim it tonight. If you don't claim it tonight, then you can claim it tomorrow. And for Greeneville, just go out there and play. It's the last 2 before these guys go home and then get ready for their actual organized baseball. I mean, these guys go back to college in about 3 or 4 weeks, so they've got the rest of their summer to enjoy as much as they have left. So I'm excited to see what we get here on this last home night and hope for one more Flyboys win.
First pitch and starting lineups right around the corner. A reminder, tonight's Game of the Week broadcast is driven by Bachman-Bernard, proud title sponsor of our summer programming schedule. It's Doughboys, it's Flyboys, the penultimate game here in the 2026 Summer League season. And it all starts right after this from Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
Tonight's Game of the Week broadcast is presented by Tommie's Plumbing. If you got a leak, let Tommie's take a peek. Our title sponsor, Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where they're going to save you money. Tonight's game is also brought to you by CNC Custom Trailers, Casper's Wrecker Service, open 24/7, Gateway Ford, and Gateway Nissan. You just got to get to Gateway. Heritage Community Bank. The Main Brand Hair Company. We wrangle your tangles. Your local Marathon Quick Stop Markets. Run in when you run out. Smoothie King. Rule the day. And by Tusculum Body Shop. Well, very happy hello and welcome back from Eastman Credit Union Field. The Flyboys wrapping up the 2026 season at home here tonight on a Wednesday. Fan Appreciation Night, fireworks to follow. And the Flyboys hoping for some fireworks of their own here. Is Dylan Kirksey on the mound as we read off our starting lineups for the day. For Johnson City, leading off the DH, Kenyon Hughes Jr. Batting second, the center fielder, Eli Thurman. Batting third, the left fielder, Nate Eisfelder. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Patrick Walsh. Batting fifth, in third base, it is Blake Carroll. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Jackson Geiger. Batting seventh, the catcher, Ronaldo Mati. And batting eighth, the second baseman, Noah Cox. On the mound, or Gabe Tanous, shortstop, batting ninth for that Johnson City team as well. And on the mound for that Johnson City team, we'll get to it when they touch the dirt on the defensive half of this first inning. For Greeneville, though, again, Dylan Kirksey will toe the rubber to start here today. 1-3 on the season for this Flyboy squad, but you look at that 1-3 record, you look at a 6.88 ERA, arguably one of the more productive arms, and that's saying something. It's a pitching staff that has really struggled throughout this season for this Flyboys squad. 25 strikeouts, though, for Kirksey, the Coppin State right-handed pitcher, the 6'2", 190-pound junior from Coppin State. For the Flyboys defensively, from left to right in the outfield, we'll see Deacon Nelson in left. In center field, Amari Jefferson. In right field, it's Olin Ward. He's been a defensive standout this season. In the infield, at third for the Flyboys, Nolan Boehm. At short, it'll be Gabe Gray making one of his first starts. At second, Jackson Berry. At first, it's Owen Tenuver, multi-time player of the week in the Appalachian League this summer. And behind the dish tonight for the Flyboys, Matthew Cash, one of the more productive bats in this Flyboys lineup. Glad you could join us here for this Wednesday afternoon affair. Flyboys Doughboys in the Greeneville home season finale. Going to be more stoked for this one. Tyler Nichols and Derek Tarleton, to the three parts of our broadcast crew here tonight. I'm Matthew Palazzo saying hello and welcome in. Johnson City gracing the black road jerseys here tonight, the gold numbers and lettering with the black caps, the great pants. Greeneville, meanwhile, the home cream whites, navy blue numbers and lettering with the red trim and the navy blue lids. Dylan Kirksey will step up to the mound just moments away from throwing his first pitch. Beautiful, beautiful weather on hand here. Far cry from the weather that we had last night that postponed the start of that Tuesday game. But here tonight, not so. 81 degrees and sunny. Wind blowing straight out to center field with gusts expected up to 14 miles an hour. Low is 67 tonight during our evening hours. But a perfect night, a picturesque night even, for some college summer league baseball. Ronaldo Mati will lead things off for the Johnson City Doughboys as he will step into the left-handed batter's box. Tyler, not every day you see not Mati leading off, but Kenyon Hughes Jr. Not every day that you see a designated hitter leading off at the top of your order.
No, and also, did you notice the standoff we had going on?
That was pretty far, pretty lengthy.
It's the first win of Greeneville for the day. Hopefully not the last either, as Greeneville won the standoff. But no, not often do you see the DH batting leadoff. You usually see him a little bit lower, but interesting strategy.
Kirksey working out of the stretch to usher in the first pitch of the day. It is a ball that skips in low, and we are underway from Eastman Credit Union Field and Pioneer Park. Flyboys, the worst defense in the league by a large margin statistically this season. The only team that's given up more than 400 runs. They've given up 405 as Kirksey pumps in the 1-0, finds the zone here to equalize the count at 1-1. A run differential of 95 runs that goes against Greeneville. That's also worse in the Appalachian League this summer. But, Tyler, I think you'd agree it's not like they've played bad baseball. They've just played bad down the stretch. Certainly this month of July, and we'll get to it after this pitch skips in low. But I talked about it the last time I did a game here. It was July 2nd, and at that time they were first place in the Appy League West. Now you see them, and they are, well, of course, 5.5 games out of first place, but eliminated from the playoffs, and statistically just the worst performing team in the league.
A lot changed in this last month of the season, too. And we thought we might have a playoff game to host at one point because of how well they were playing in the first half, but it just goes to show that you've got to finish strong, and Greeneville wasn't able to do that. It's not necessarily like you said that they were playing bad. Pitching wasn't great. Offense really didn't help them any in some of those games either.
Hughes Jr. rolls over on one foul, and the count stays alive.
I mean, we've had fun doing the games we've been a part of, though.
I'll tell you this, Tyler. I was shocked earlier. This might be our trivia question at the top of the first inning. How many Flyboys pitchers this season had a sub-4 ERA?
Two.
Ding, ding, ding. We got a winner. Someone get him a Chick-fil-A gift card. Kirksey fires in low, just missing the zone there, and it rounds the count full 3-2. Two pitchers with a sub-4 ERA and a team that has given up here in the last half of July more than 10 runs per game. Of course, a team that's been accustomed to those high run totals against them, but I think you could point to that bullpen as well. The starting pitching, as you circle Dylan Kirksey, one of the more productive arms in that starting rotation, as Hughes Jr. works a really good at-bat there. But then again, we see one part of many of the problems for this Flyboys team this summer has been the walks, especially early in innings, that land men aboard early on. So Eli Thurman will step in, the center fielder for the Doughboys, with a man on first, nobody out here in the top of the first inning. A lot of fans in attendance here tonight for Fan Appreciation Night.
Very familiar fan walks by right below us.
It's a typical spot in the stands as well. This one is skied way high middle infield over to the shortstop, Gray, who will lean to his left, make the catch for out number one of today's ball game.
Going back to your trivia question, too, do you have the names of both of those pitchers?
I want to say one of them was Will Yeary.
Okay.
Because I remember he had several outings. I think he was up to 7 or 8 appearances when he still had a sub-1 ERA. I'm going to go check right now. So Thurman pops out, and we'll say hello to Nate Eisfelder here in the 3-hole for Johnson City. Kenyon Hughes Jr. will take off from first base, and the throw down is far too late to grab him as he will slide in safely. The stolen base leaves our first man in scoring position on the day. A 1-0 count for Eisfelder as he readies to step back in the right-handed box. This one's low for a ball as well. Football season right around the corner. A reminder, tomorrow, the Greene County Middle School Football Jamboree right here from Green Sports Zone. 7 o'clock start time. We'll go live 10 minutes before. Have coverage of that. West Greene, North Greene, Chuckie and South Greene Middle all in attendance of tomorrow's Jamboree. So very excited to get the action underway on the gridiron, certainly. That all begins tomorrow with middle school football. Tyler, I don't know another year that it started this early, it seems like, as we see a 4-pitch walk issued to Eisfelder.
I think it started around the same time last year. I think because I felt the same way last year whenever I covered a Jamboree in July. It doesn't feel right to cover actual contested football in July. 7-on-7s, yeah. Scrimmages, yeah. Full patch practice, yeah, but you normally don't see any jamborees or sanctioned games in the month of July, so it's odd whenever you do, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get back onto the gridiron and stream some football. It's probably everybody's favorite because I think that's what drives up our views the most, Everybody loves some football, especially down here in the South, and I expect a good turnout tomorrow night, not only on Green Sports Zone, but also at Camp Creek Elementary.
A chopper to the right. Tenouver flips it up. That's good pitcher's fielding practice there as it's rolled over on. Both runners will advance, but ultimately a ground out. There's 2 outs now here in the top of the first inning.
Number 75, Blake Harrell.
Bradley Coulter, was he the other sub-4?
I'm looking now.
He was the one that came to mind first.
Of qualified pitchers, the 2 that I saw were Will Yeary. He was right under 4. Bradley Coulter was the other one. And Braxton Lewis was one that I missed. So there was 3 technically that had a sub-4 ERA. So Braxton Lewis, you had
Coulter was on fire.
Yeah, Coulter was
through
really
the first
good there
month
for a
of the
while.
season. And I think Derek and I were here for the game that inflated his ERA.
This one lined up the middle, scooped by the second baseman Barry. The throw across body and gloved over at first base. Inning is over. Flashing the leather there. That will get the Flyboys out of the home half. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Flyboys, Doughboys tied scoreless. This is Flyboys baseball from Green Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Greeneville Johnson City scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Let's read that Greeneville starting lineup as we start at the top of the order. Left fielder Deacon Nelson leads us off. Batting second, the catcher Matthew Cash. Batting third, the first baseman. Just saw him retire the inning, Owen Tenouver. Batting cleanup, the right fielder Owen Ward. Batting fifth, the DH Ruben Zawani, a personal favorite. Batting sixth, the third baseman Noah Bame. Batting seventh, the center fielder Amari Jefferson. The second baseman batting eighth, Jackson Berry. And rounding out the order, batting ninth, the shortstop Gabe Gray. Deacon Nelson is our leadoff batter as he steps in from the left-hand side as he will face for Johnson City a right-handed pitcher who pumps in strike one, as that will be Ryan Selvaggi, Houston, Texas native, San Diego City junior college freshman. The 0-1 bounced over to the right. Walsh gloves it, flips it up, and we've got another 3-1 punt out over there down the first base line. And this one grabs Deacon Nelson sprinting down the chalk for the first out of the home half.
Now, batting for the Flyboys, number 14.
So with one out, nobody on, Matt Cash, who has really had an excellent bat in this Flyboys order, will step to the plate.
So Vaji might have every kid's favorite number here tonight at the game. I don't know. Is that still a trend? I don't keep up.
I hear it every now and then. It's
been around a year.
Ball one across on Cash. Let's tell you about the season that he's had. 403 batter with a 497 on base. 508 slugging for Cash, who's had a stellar summer. Over 1,000 OPS as he swats this one foul.
So Vaji might have every little kid's favorite number. I think Cash has my favorite last name.
Oh, definitely. He leads this Flyboys team in RBI as well.
Everybody loves some Cash.
They do. Selvaji, calm and composed from the right-hand side. Count even in 1-1. Pumps in the next offering. It's high for ball two.
Every human might like Cash. Minor league and Appalachian League and Major League ballparks do not like Cash. Do not bring your Cash to the ballpark.
Cashless venue here at Pioneer Park ever since last season, or maybe even since the spring. So a new mode of action as Cash continues his hitting ways. Singles one out to right field as the Flyboys have their first man aboard. It is the first baseman, the catcher, Matthew Cash. So Owen Tenuver going to step to the plate. Tenuver this season, a multi-time player of the week in the Appalachian League. Of course, he lit the world on fire his first couple games. He homered in each of his first 3 games here in Greeneville. Had a gaudy OPS, over a 1,600 OPS in that first week of the season. He's cooled off a little bit, as you might expect, but he has still wielded a really good bat for this Flyboys squad as he sees ball one low under the knees. Tenuver, a 291 batter with a 441 on-base percentage. Has played in 27 games now for Greeneville this summer. The 1-0, that's inside for ball two. Tenuver, of course, the Indiana Hoosier, making his way down from beautiful Bloomington, Indiana. Big Ten Media Days going on this week for football, and I believe we've got a ball called here on Salvaggio. It will move Cash from first to second. And with one out, the Flyboys will have a man in scoring position with Owen Tenuver at the plate. Tenuver this season, 24 runs batted in. 8 doubles, a triple, 4 blasts off the right-hander's bat. Salvaggio comes set out of the stretch, delivers. Tenuver eyes it low. Ball 3. And Salvaggio struggling here. Will look back to get in the count against Tenuver. The 3-0 inside. Tenuver draws the 4-pitch walk, and the Flyboys mimicking the Doughboys offensive half after having that first batter ground out. They've since put Cash on due to the single. Tenuver draws the 4-pitch walk, and you've got one of the hottest bats in this lineup in Olin Ward stepping to the plate with less than 2 outs.
It's a nice spot to be in to open the game up. If you want to jump on them early. Getting runners on first and second is a huge plus. Looks like Johnson City's got a little bit of a shift.
Looks like Cash going to take third here on the stolen base. Leave runners at the corners now for Greeneville. One 0 count here for Wirt. They call it a strike. But Ward on the season, just a 250 batter, but has been really good as of late. Has drawn 17 walks this season as Fly was going to grab another stolen bag, this time on the ball low in the dirt. Make it 1-1 here for Olin Ward. Perhaps more than the bat, Tyler, he's been such a pleasure to watch defensively for this Flyboys team. But again, you look at a guy who's hitting 250, he's still got 20 runs driven in through June and July. And he's got a chance to knock in 2 here with 1 out in the first inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Selvaggi out of the windup. Off speed low. And make it 3-1.
Now he's in a really good spot.
This Flyboys team, no stranger to putting up runs this season. 310 runs across 44 games as the chopper off the Ward's bat will find the first baseman's glove in Walsh, but it'll drive in a run as Cash touches home. Standing up, 1-0 Flyboys as they take an early lead.
You're trading out for a run, especially this early in the game, too. In the first, you want to jump up and get ahead first before you let them take first blood. So you've got an opportunity here. Of course, the sac fly or the sac bunt's out of question now, but you feel good with the man on third because now any base hit drives him home. And Ruben Zuhani's a fan favorite, and we've seen plenty of RBIs driven home out of him this year.
It seems like every summer you can point to at least one of these Flyboys who have just stood out in your mind. You know, you think back to that very first year. For me, at least this summer, it's been probably Cash, Tanuver, and right
Ray.
here, I forgot about Ray. Ray's no longer with the team, but Ruben Zuani's in that mix as well. It's just fun players to watch. Feels like every game that at least we've covered him just made an excellent play on defense and with the bat as well. I remember he hit that one homer about 370 feet over that right field wall, maybe the first at-bat of our first broadcast.
Unfortunately, Derek and I have seen him pitch.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the best
I've
of
noticed that
circumstances.
too.
I don't
We've
know
had
if he
him
was
and Owen Ward recently. Lost him innings.
Unfortunately. I don't know if he was a two-way player in high school. I'm assuming he was if you're throwing him out there to pitch, but you see a position player on the mound that's not listed as a pitcher or a two-way player.
Right.
It's not in a good situation.
It's another 4-pitch walk issued to Ruben Zuani. And the Bethune-Cookman Tiger will trot down the first baseline. Runners at the corners now for Greeneville as they look to add on more here in the bottom of the first inning. Nolan Boehm, the Pitt Panther, steps to the plate with 2 outs and 2 men on. Greeneville leading 1-0 on Johnson City after an Olin Ward RBI ground out. Zuani gets the lead at first. Tanuver prances off third. First pitch strike low across the knees. Zuani going to take second base here on the stolen bag.
That was a late steal, but I like it. They're really challenging Johnson City's catcher early. You got to take notes of things like that early in the game because it may become a trend throughout the rest of it.
0-1 the count here on Boehm. 2 men in scoring position. Off the bat of Boehm, this one foul along the track right side, and the Flyboys are down to its final strike here in the home half.
While we're here for the last time, too, Greeneville may not finish at the top of the standings. But one thing they will finish at the top of, they have the nicest facility year in and year out.
Yep. I mean, just an excellent operation run by Brandon Bouchard, this staff another summer, and we'll get to talk with Brandon hopefully at some point in today's game. Trying to get an interview with him at some part this season. Hate that it's the last game, but hopefully we can sit down and talk with him as he has made another exceptional summer here at the park. A throw that just barely beats the sprinting Nolan Boehm, and that will end the inning. So a great play on defense for the Doughboys. We'll leave it at a 1-0 advantage for Greeneville, but they get on board first thanks to Olin Ward. It's Flyboys 1, Doughboys 0. We head to the second inning here from Green Sports Zone.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles!
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Here at Smoothie King, we're ready to help you rule the day. Our smoothie specialists get you exactly what you need to get you moving. Every smoothie is made fresh right in front of you. Real fruit, real fuel, no shortcuts. And it's not just smoothies. From signature toast to loaded bowls, there's a menu built to keep up with you. Whatever your day calls for, Smoothie King has it, and the value to match, right here in Greeneville.
Well, Flyboys take the lead on an Olin Ward ground out, and so we move to the top of the second inning. Johnson City will bring 6, 7, 8 to the plate. Geiger, Maddie, and Cox. Greeneville, again, that one run on one hit. They do leave 2 men on, Tyler, but a good job of getting in front early on a night where we hope to see many more fireworks.
Yeah, you'll get a run any way you can in the first inning. Those are my favorite type of runs. I don't like to be tied in the first few innings. Sometimes it's just got to be that way. Sometimes you trail, but it feels good whenever you can take that lead immediately in the first inning. Yeah, I think you get a little bit more confidence. You feel like the offense can continue that. And overall, it's just good to start with a run early. That way you can also give your pitcher a little bit of confidence on the mound.
Jackson Geiger, the freshman from Naples, Florida, South Florida Bull, will foul this one off the bat over the newly installed netting here from Eastman Credit Union Field, or at least the newly implemented netting system here at the ballpark, extending all the way down the first and third base line. 0-2 count here for Geiger. Dylan Kirksey puts up a scoreless first, out to throw his second inning of effort. Misses low on the breaking ball here to make it a 1-2 count. Kirksey kicks and fires, this one low and away to make it ball 2. Decent crowd finally in here from Eastman Credit Union Field and Pioneer Park here for Fan Appreciation Night. 3 straight balls will make the count full here for Geiger as he faces Kirksey. Corgi races before the game. Corgi tricks in between innings as well, as we saw that between the first and second frames.
I don't think Admiral's here this year.
This one is pumped in by Kirksey, gloved on the chalk by Tenuver, and that will be good for the first out of the inning. That's a great play there by the junior from Indiana, and Owen Tenuver. First out recorded here at the top of the second.
I don't think Admiral participated this year. Of course, if anybody knows Admiral, that's a new North Green volleyball head coach, Tana Stanfield's Corgi. We were in her classroom last week for North Green Media Day.
Big Office fan, super fan.
Okay. I noticed her door stopper was a Corgi. I noticed a lot of stuff in her room dealt with Corgis. If you go to any North Green softball games in the spring, you might see Admiral out of the game. I don't think I saw Admiral this year. I did last year.
Might not be able to make it indoors for the volleyball season, but
I think Coach James Buchanan might make an exception.
We could make an exception.
She starts winning some games, you might have to make an exception.
Well, you heard it in her welcome interview.
She's shooting high.
She's expecting a state. And honestly,
with the athletes
I'm not
she
surprised.
has,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
A lot of great athletes, a lot of great transfers. I don't know if some know yet, but of course in the new landscape of high school athletics, you get some transfers in every now and then. I think North Green's going to have a few that really make an impact in all girls sports this year.
1-2-3 as Kirksey strikes out Maddie looking. And now Noah Cox will step to the plate. Bases cleared with no outs. Inning and 2/3 for Kirksey so far. A strikeout, 2 walks on 25 pitches. Johnson City, meanwhile, looks for their first hit of the ball game as Noah Cox steps to the plate. This one is bounced right up the middle. Charging in and scooping is Barry. 4-3 put out will end the frame. It's about as easy as they come as It takes just 7 pitches, and Kirksey hits the home team out of the top of the second. To the bottom half we go. Greeneville leading Johnson City 1-0. This is Flyboys baseball from Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch. Because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
Kirksey sits down the side in 7 pitches in this Flyboys offense who go 1-0 lead in the top or the bottom of the first inning. We'll send bottom of the order 7, 8, 9 Jefferson, Berry, and Gray to the plate here as we begin the home half of the second inning. Amari Jefferson has to duck out of the way of ball 1 upstairs. Silvaggi for Johnson City back out throwing. Another player for Johnson City was just looking before game, Chris Palazzo, Tyler, who played baseball at what Tennessee High School and played here this postseason.
Okay, so he's a player like Tegan Begley who's entered the Appalachian League late after their high school senior years. I like that, though. You've seen a lot of Greene County natives or local kids play in this league, either right after they graduate or a year or two after. I like it. Gives them more experience.
Palazzo from Anderson County, but going to play with a couple other Greene County natives and Ethan Carpenter, Brandon Hunter at Bryan College. This one got out of hand, quite literally, as Amari Jefferson cuts on the 3-1, sends the bat right above the Johnson City dugout, and he'll have to think about applying some more pine tar. I think that's what the on-deck batter Jackson Berry is going to signal in from the on-deck circle. Jefferson says, no thanks, I'm good. Full count upcoming for Greeneville center fielder. Silvaggi winds and delivers. Jefferson just barely lays off, but has the 6-pitch walk to thank for it. And we'll try it down the first base line. First inning where Greeneville got aboard thanks to an Olin Ward RBI ground out. Amari Jefferson becomes the first leadoff man aboard here in the second, as Jackson Berry, the Walter State Senator, will step in batting 8th for this Flyboy order.
One thing I love about the Appalachian League, you see some quirky stuff. I don't know if we've talked about it on air, but if you've been to a game, you know the scoreboard.
And that's the 3rd stolen base of the day for Greeneville.
Testing him again.
And, yeah, to go to that earlier point that you noted, Greeneville testing the Johnson City catcher, Maddie, here early on.
But you see a lot of quirky stuff. Of course, the scoreboard, the opposing teams, you'll have somebody, well, here we go again.
Oh, this one is just a pass ball there as it squeaks out of the mid of Maddie behind home plate. Maddie, another guy that's played in this ballpark before, though, the LMU rail splitter.
Okay.
Johnson City native as well. That's the Johnson City catcher there.
Well, I've tried speaking about this topic twice, and I've been cut off by passed balls and stolen bases. I'm going to keep trying to talk about it just because maybe it's cursed and maybe we get a passed ball or a wild pitch or something right here that drives home a run. But you see a lot of quirky stuff. You'll see, like, players named Michael. You'll have Michael Jackson's picture on the scoreboard. You'll have fun stuff between innings, but the numbers also. Like we're looking at Jackson Berry, number 74. We're looking at Amari Jefferson, number 75. We're looking at Salvaggi, 67. Like, you see some crazy numbers in this league.
A whole lot of them. And I got something to talk about after this pitch. The 3-1 that's low and scooped up off the turf. You would not believe, Tyler, how many 60, 70, 90 numbers that we saw in the minor boys championship.
Okay.
So many. There was more 60 numbers
expect.
in 70s and 90s than there were single digits. I think we've seen a kind of turn as 73 Gabe Gray steps to the plate here.
So we've went 74 to 74 or 75 to 74 to 73 in these last three batters.
I think we're playing a cruel joke, and they're all in order at the bottom of this Greeneville order. An appeal to first as Barry slides back in safely.
Good pickoff move.
Runners at the corners now with Gabe Gray stepping to the plate. Top of the order, and Deacon Nelson is in the on-deck circle. Another throw to first. This one squeaks out of the mid of Walsh, and in standing up is Amari Jefferson as he will score on a failed pickoff.
You almost felt certain that run would score in some way like that. The way he was able to move to second on a stolen base and then passed ball, got him to third. You almost felt like something was going to happen right there to get him home that didn't result in a sacrifice hit or an RBI.
It's one lifted foul off the bat of Gray. It's the first pitch that he has seen. Greeneville takes a 2-0 lead thanks to a Johnson City error. It's first in both teams' first of the day. Aggressive lead over at first for Jackson Berry. Could be to thank for it. Salvaggi kicks and fires. This one hits softly up the middle. Gloved by Tanous. The throw to first is in time as he takes it himself for the twin killing.
So you would have got the run either way, whether it was a passed ball or whether it was that double play right there. But Johnson City gets a much-needed double play after getting some traffic on the base paths here to start. Not ideal for the Flyboys. Johnson City definitely needed that, allowing 2 runs in the first 2 innings so far. So,
especially with all the momentum that you've built up here in the first half of the inning, to have that double play. I mean, it's really the
at this
best
point,
case scenario for Johnson City.
This has got to be a sick joke. We're at 71 backwards now, 17.
Yeah. Deacon Nelson, the future Auburn Tiger, steps to the plate. Salvaggi spins one in. This one hit opposite field, and the Flyboys have its second hit of the day off the bat of Deacon Nelson. A high school senior, 18 years old, Twinsburg, Ohio native, has his first hit of the day, and the Flyboys get another man on, this time on first, as Johnson City will have a powwow with one arm warming in the visitors' bullpen. It looks like they'll make the change. It'll be the end of the line for the starter in Ryan Salvaggi. So a change is made. We'll tell you about the new Doughboy arm when we come back. Flyboys take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning as you listen and watch Appalachian League Baseball from Green Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Pitching change in effect for Johnson City, as it will be Camden Huckabee, the Knoxville, Tennessee native, Hardin Valley product, making his way to Morristown to play baseball at Walter State Community College. The high school senior at just 18 years of age, 6'4", 238 pounds. So the day is over for Selvaggi, and in will step Camden Huckabee here.
Oh, he might have got him that time. Calling him safe.
So Matt Cash will step to the plate, fan favorite here in Greeneville. Deacon Nelson gets the lead over at first. He singled off of Selvaggi there in the last pitch that he would throw. 2 outs came on the double play earlier this inning for Johnson City. Huckabee coming in looking to put out the Whispering Flames here in the bottom of the second. Nice velocity here from Huckabee early on.
It's nice to see it. More throws to first than to the plate.
Very true. A lot of that velocity has been geared towards the first baseman's mitt to that point. Matt Cash just nearly pegged by one in the inner part of the plate. I think it's 3-0 here.
There's been 3 pitches. We have 2 on the scoreboard. I don't think we've seen a called strike.
So we'll go 3-0. We'll call it a difference of opinion as Cash lifts this one foul. That one is out of play, and it'll land in the seats. Karam and take a hop on the concourse just to our right.
Makes me think it wasn't 3-0. Not quite sure if I'd have had the green light on right there.
Maybe this Flyboys staff of Avery Collins, Turner Ward, Josh Bradford, Tyke Redmond says, hey, last home game of the season, we got the green light on everything. And this is a caught stealing to end the inning. So we head to the third. Flyboys 2, Doughboys 0. This is Flyboys baseball from Green Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing, the same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
A caught stealing to end the inning for Greeneville, and they have played it a singular run in the bottom of the first and second to take a 2-0 lead over Johnson City as we move to the third inning of play. Dylan Kirksey begins his third inning of labor. First pitch strike, and at that last inning, Kirksey sat down the side on 7 pitches, about as good as you could get, as efficient as you could get, as he starts on Gabe Tanous at the bottom of this Johnson City order as he makes his first official trip through. Dylan Kirksey has thrown a first pitch strike to 6 of the 9 batters he has faced here today.
It's an easy way to get out of the inning and get out of the at-bat when you do that.
0-2 on Tanous. Breaking pitch, just low and away. Tanuver thought he had strike 3, but it'll be ball 1. Speaking of Tanuver, who is now catching, looks like we're seeing a couple other defensive changes here for this Flyboys infield. And Tyler, I guess you could draw the assumption of what could come with these changes as Tanuver dropped strike 3 there. But Matt Cash started the day, he was catching. In the second inning, he played at first. Now he is at second base. Tanuver went from first, he is now catching. You had Nolan Bames start at third, he is now at first. And Jackson Berry moved from second to third base. So 3 innings, 3 different positions for Matt Cash.
Pretty cool if we see it. Speaking of him now.
Well, he can feel the position. 4-3 on the putout as Cash retires Tanous. And we will roll it over to the top of the order. Kenyon Hughes Jr., who is 0 for 1 with his first at-bat ending in a walk, excuse me. Dylan Kirksey eyes down Hughes Jr. for a second time. Hey, Kirksey's been really good for this Flyboys team, though. 5 of the 6 outs induced via ground out so far as strike 1 comes across the plate to start on Hughes. Much like the first at-bat, went 7 pitches for the Johnson City DH. The ball here will level things. Fan Appreciation Night here at the ballpark. Game number 45 of the season for Greeneville. And Johnson City, for that matter. As strike 2 comes across the knees. 46-game season, and to think that they fit it all in the span of 2 months, just 60 days. It truly is, and I know they talk about this quite often, as it's another strikeout looking for Dylan Kirksey. Now 2 outs, nobody aboard for Johnson City as Eli Thurman steps to the plate for a second time. Popped out his first time up. 297 batter, 3 runs 33 runs batted in this season. He's batted extremely well this year for Johnson City. But I know they talk about it all the time. This is just to prepare you for that next step. And you look at the different summer league formats, you got 46 games in a summer. It's really high volume and certainly going to prepare you for some higher levels of competition.
And I like it because you play, if you make it deep into the postseason in collegiate baseball, how many games are you playing? Near 70?
Yeah.
And then if you play this and play almost every game, you're playing around 110 games. Well, if you do make it to the major leagues, you're going to be playing quite more than that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, you have the arguments, innings pitched, you want to limit your pitchers, you want to limit the amount of pitches, and you don't want to wear your players out. But at the same time, if you want them to excel at the next level, I like the fact that you can play your collegiate season, and then right after it's over, you can come play in a summer league.
It's just cut there by Thurman as that will level the count. And you're right, You think about the pitchers, too, especially the pitchers, but you combine this 46-game schedule with, say, a team that made the College World Series. Say they made it to the regionals. Say they played 60 games. So you're talking about a 100-game stretch there in about 5 months. It's pretty on par with a major league workload.
And you think of other leagues. Let's say, for example, the Cape Cod League. If you play for, let's say, for example, a North Carolina or an Oklahoma, and you make it all the way to the College World Series, and then you go play in the Cape Cod League, you're getting a near 100-game season between your collegiate season and your summer league season.
So you see a lot of guys. I think Caden Glauber was one. They were already talking there at the end of that College World Series, like, no way this guy's going to throw. He's already thrown, 70, 80 pitches this
Long
season.
relief
Some
outings.
guys even more. Yeah, those starters at the front end of your rotation, as this ball is pieced, but it's foul down the line.
Good at bat we've got going on here between Thurman and Kirksey.
Dylan Kirksey is in the midst of retiring 7 straight Doughboy batters as he'll kick and fire the 2-2. It's on the ground left side. Barry gloves it, throws to first, 5-3. Simple as they come, and the Flyboys get out of the inning. Barry to Bame due up for the Flyboys, 2-3-4. Castanuver and Ward when we come back. It's Greeneville 2, Johnson City 0. This is Flyboys baseball from Green Sports Zone.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Here at Smoothie King, we're ready to help you rule the day. Our smoothie specialists get you exactly what you need to get you moving. Every smoothie is made fresh right in front of you. Real fruit, real fuel, no shortcuts. And it's not just smoothies. From signature toast to loaded bowls, there's a menu built to keep up with you. Whatever your day calls for, Smoothie King has it, and the value to match, right here in Greeneville.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. and wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
Ball one on Matthew Cash as the Flyboys lead off here in the bottom of the third. 8 straight retired batsmen for Dylan Kirksey. His Doughboys squad sending Camden Huckabee back to the mound as Cash nearly wears the next offering. It's low and in. How about this start from this Flyboys team here in the penultimate game of the season? Home finale here in Greeneville. Excellent, excellent crowd on hand here tonight. Post-game fireworks to follow. Corgi races aplenty. And a ball inside here for Cash. I think Huckabee's thrown 7 pitches. 6 have been for balls as he starts Matt Cash way ahead in the count 3-0. The Hardin Valley product fires in this one. It bounces for ball 4. And Matt Cash has touched first base for a second time today. Owen Tanuver will step to the plate behind him. With Matt Cash at first. He's already got a first or stolen base here today, does Cash. So does Tanuver.
Cash is having a pretty interesting night between catcher, first base, and second base in 3 innings so far. He's also been on base every time so far.
Right.
It's a nice way to leave your mark on Pioneer Park if this is his final game in a Flyboys uniform.
You know, I remembered early on, too, with Cash this season, the bat was certainly loud, right? You got guys that swing, and it just sounds different coming off the bat. That was the case with Matt Cash, and it was very evident early on this season. Probably, the guys hit the hardest on this Flyboys roster throughout this summer.
On that topic, did you see Jordan Alvarez's home run last night?
I did not.
Oh, my goodness. I think there's something that deals with the acoustics and, like, the reverb in Angel Stadium because the 2 loudest home runs I've ever heard in my life have came from Angel Stadium.
Mound visit underway between pitching coach Reed Casey and Camden Huckabee, along with that Johnson City infield. No real intentions. Like I say, nobody's hot, at least not at this very moment, down in that visitors' bullpen. So no signs, at least just yet, of a change impending. And the mound visit is over, so it seems, and everybody will go back to their respective spots. Tyler Nichols, Derek Tarleton, Matthew Palazzo, our 3-man crew on hand here today for our final Flyboys broadcast of the season. It's hard to believe, fellas, we've got 2 days left of July after today, and then it's headlong into football season, and we begin our action on the gridiron. Tomorrow, the Greene County Middle School Football Jamboree on these Green Sports Zone channels, Radio Greeneville Facebook, Green Sports Zone Facebook, and YouTube as well, as Camden Huckabee breaks a 7-ball stretch there, or a 6-ball stretch, after finding the zone for the first time this inning against Owen Tanuver. This is chopped right side. It'll find green grass. Cash will move from first, be waved around, and slide into third. And Greeneville will have runners on the corners after Tanuver single into right.
It's a way to beat the shift. Not a total shift, but more of a modified shift. But he hit a chopper that just kind of lands in that dead area over there where nobody is. And I don't know the exit velocity, probably not more than 60, but it gets through, and it turns out to be a base hit. And now we've got first and third with no outs, and looking like you may get another run right here.
I was going to say that, too. It hasn't felt, and Greeneville and Johnson City have combined for 3 hits. Greeneville's had all 3 of them, but it hasn't seemed like any of those 3 hits have been hard-hit balls either.
No.
Even the hit by Deacon Nelson earlier last inning, it was just placed in the right spot. Matt Cash is the same way. Before we get to the 1-0, Huckabee will toss over to first again for the
Which one was Cash?
upteam time.
Where did his land?
I think Cash had the single into right as well.
Okay, was he right?
I believe so.
You know, last inning you had one that went to left. Runner goes.
This one is lifted into right. Is it deep enough? As Matt Cash will stay put there at third. And everybody stays put.
I like the idea. I'm a big fan of a hit and run. Especially like that right there. Sometimes you see hit and runs in good situations like that. If you got a runner on first and third and no outs and you perfectly perfect that hit and run, you could shift that runner from first to third and score the runner from third and be in the same situation all over again with a run added on.
Runners at the corners here for Greeneville as another appeal to first winds up empty. Yep, Cash singled into right there on his first at-bat as Zwanny cuts through the fastball, makes it 0-1. Good attendance here tonight on a Wednesday evening from Eastman Credit Union Field, Pioneer Park. Zwanny to the plate, 2 men on with less than 2 outs. This is hit on the ground and it'll find the hole. Matt Cash trots in to score from third, and the Flyboys lead 3-0 on an RBI single from Ruben Zwanny.
Now, going back to the topic we just had, that one was a hard hit ball.
Yes.
You can confidently say that was the hardest hit ball of the night, and it results in a run, too, at a perfect time. You have that fly out to right field that doesn't really put a damper on the inning right there, but you have an out on the board. You have runners first and third right there. You can score him on a sack, but you'd rather score him without trading it for an out, and you do that right there with a great, perfectly placed ball. And speaking of it, we get another right here.
Tanuver waved around from second. No play at the plate. The Flyboys tack another one on, the first crooked number of the day, and it belongs to Greeneville. A single into left. Death by 1,000 paper cuts here as Owen Tanuver touches home plate for the 4th Flyboy run of the day.
And that's 2 hits back-to-back that have just been perfectly placed. You have a rope down the line, and you have one right over the shortstop's head right there. You got to hit with runners in scoring position, and the Flyboys have done that well so far tonight.
Ball here for the first offering on Amari Jefferson. The center fielder. He's strike one across the knees. Jefferson, one of just 3 outfielders listed on this Flyboys roster here at the tail end of summer, where we've talked about it throughout our broadcast tonight. We've seen this roster just dwindle. Flyboys roster down to 29 players, which is a far cry from the number that they started the summer with. But I think across the board this summer, you've seen a lot fewer players listed on some of these rosters, a lot more opportunities for some guys to get some playing time. And in slides Amari Jefferson, Chattanooga native. In the community college ranks. Actually, all 3 of the Flyboys outfielders, as fate would have it, playing at Alabama colleges and universities. The 3-2, and it's a called strike 3 as Jefferson was a couple feet down the first base line, so not the outcome that he expected. And Huckabee records his first punchy.
Really good year for baseball in the state of Alabama. You had Troy make a College World Series appearance. You had Alabama make a College World Series appearance. You had
Jacksonville State, I believe, won the Conference USA.
Yes. Auburn
had a great year as well.
Was Auburn in Super Regionals? I don't believe they made it to the College World Series.
Yeah, they hosted a Super, I believe. I'm trying to think of who they lost to. Ball low here. It's to make Google for Tyler.
Hold on, I'll get it. You go ahead and
we'll make it a
it'll hit me here in a second.
Mid-third inning trivia question.
It wasn't Georgia. It wasn't Texas. It wasn't Troy. It wasn't West Virginia. It wasn't North Carolina. It wasn't Alabama.
Okay, yes. Okay, think about this real hard now. You got this. This is bounced up the middle, and it's played by Tanous. It'll score a run. Flyboys looking to move Bame over as well.
Great base running.
We'll see how that's ruled. I'd venture to say almost certainly going to be an error there. And it scores Zawani and moves Bame to third.
Number 73, Gabe Gray.
So E6 and the Flyboys plate the 5th run of the day. Their 3rd of the inning here in the bottom of the 3rd. They've opened up a 5-run lead over their rivals here on the home finale. It's cut on and missed by Gabe Gray. Bottom of the order for Greeneville.
I've got your
Deacon
answer.
Nelson stands in the on-deck circle.
It was Ole Miss.
Yes. Yes.
I just brought a notes tab up. I don't know if you noticed. I was listing off the teams that it wasn't. I was trying to pinpoint.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say it was Oklahoma, but Oklahoma actually hosted.
Did they? No. Oklahoma went on the road to Kansas.
Did they?
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about it. It was just such an what's the opposite of overwhelming? Underwhelming. It was such an underwhelming super regional, during that weekend, and I think we were spoiled in that regional weekend. That Georgia
Mississippi State Supers was one of the
stole the show.
And the crazy part is it was only a 2-game series. For such a good series, you would have expected it to go 3, but.
Stolen base there for the Flyboys. They've stolen, it's got to be 5 now on the day.
The UNC-USC Super was really entertaining.
Yeah, very good
saw
games.
Walk off to go to Omaha. You saw Jason DeCaro have one of the gutsiest performances I believe I've ever personally seen. And he still doesn't get taken high in the draft, which always confuses me.
Oh, wow.
Once a first-round pick slips in the draft boards, has one of the all-time performances, and then gets taken 80th overall, which feels very low for Jason DeCaro.
Yeah.
Also, Daniel Jackson not taken to like 37th overall after being Golden Spikes and like a 30-30 catcher.
I think he had a year left, too. This one is bounced up the middle, gloved by Cox. The throw is not in time. The Flyboys will play 2 more. Another costly error for Johnson City. You can call it an infield single if you will.
That's why you keep running with 2 outs.
Batting for the Flyboys, number 17, Deacon Nelson.
7-0 Greeneville here in the bottom of the 3rd. Certainly giving this home faithful something to cheer about. It seems like we've
almost batted around.
Really searching for that here in the last couple weeks. We did because Cash led things off, didn't he?
I believe he's on deck, correct?
Yes.
So we're close to batting around.
Speaking of the Auburn Tigers, Deacon Nelson up to the plate here, part of that team that fell to Ole Miss in the Supers at Plainsman Park.
That was an entertaining, I guess, game 2.
Again, I can't even remember any of those games.
Oh, it was crazy how you were right. It was a very underwhelming Supers because a lot of the games only went 2.
Yeah.
Texas,
West
Oregon,
Virginia blew out Cal Poly.
Yeah. Troy played.
They played another mid-major, I believe.
Yeah. But they blew them out too. Both
Little
of those
Rock,
games.
maybe.
I believe you're right. None of those games were really close. WVU pounded Cal Poly the whole time.
And even that Texas
Oregon
one,
had
an
entertaining game 2 when Texas
later
had
in
to
those
come from
games,
behind.
it just felt like, especially in game 2, I guess I'm pulling more so from, but
game 1 was very, I won't say anticlimactic because Texas kind of jumped ahead and then rolled.
Derek might enjoy this one. So here in the last few months, of course, the international stage was set as the FIFA World Cup was hosted here in the States. For us baseball fans, College World Series is kind of like the World Cup because you've got your pool play there in that first weekend, and you're glued to the TV for all those games. And then you've got the second weekend, and it just ups the ante. And then you've got the third. Like, it just continues to get better and better. And I feel like with the World Cup, and of course Derek felt that firsthand, but us to a lesser degree, you get all these games, and you feel like you've got all the games in the world, and then you're here in late July, and there's nothing to watch except for Major League Baseball. Johnson City going to make a pitching change. We'll come back, tell you about the new Doughboy arm when we come back. Greeneville has played at 5 here in the bottom of the third. They lead it by 7 as you listen and watch Appalachian League Baseball. Greeneville, Johnson City from Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
Flyboys have played at 5 here in the third, and the Doughboys will go to the pen for a second time today. Josiah Harrison, the two-way player out of Chesterfield, Virginia, Norfolk State Junior, will take the ball next. Number 15 was looking at the jersey, it looked like 75, and I thought we might have had another 70s number there. But ultimately, Harrison comes in for Huckabee.
I believe the third baseman's 74.
Matt Cash up to the plate, so the Flyboys officially have batted around as this one is pounded foul.
Sorry, third base is 75.
Yeah.
I knew there was another 70 out there. Had a lot of 70s tonight.
The first offering to Cash, fouled away. This offense, with 2 men on here, they have taken advantage of a couple misplays by Johnson City.
Back on the topic of college baseball, there seems to be a trend the last few years. LSU wins national championship, then sucks.
Yeah.
LSU wins national championship, then sucks.
Yep.
Well, they're coming off the sucks.
Yes,
so
they are.
the way things are going, it feels like the early 2010s San Francisco Giants.
This
could be
one
trouble.
is lifted high, and
it
nobody
is.
has it. Gray is going to tag from second, and everybody is safe. Gray tags from second and scores, and it is a single that scores Gray and leaves Nelson on third base. Actually going to go down as a double there for Matt Cash. And what a turn of events here, as a couple of misplays, an error, and then 2 plays that aren't considered errors but certainly don't look good contribute to now 6 Flyboy runs here in the third. And Owen Tenouver makes his way to the plate with 2 men in scoring position. The bad news for Johnson City, Tenouver has driven in 24 runs this season.
So we officially have batted around. We didn't mention that recently when Cash was at bat, but driving in 2 right there.
10th batter sent to the plate this inning.
And here
as
comes
the
another
first
run.
pitch is low, a wild pitch. And Nelson will score.
I know the magic number is 10 runs after the 7th inning, but the way things are going right now, we may get 10 this inning.
Yeah. Tenouver swats at the 1-0 up the middle. Gloved by Cox. The throw is just in the nick of time. But the Flyboys do some damage. 7 runs after 6 hits in a Johnson City error. They take a 9-0 lead as we move to the top of the 4th. This is Appalachian League Baseball from Green Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing, the same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
First pitch upstairs for ball one as we begin here in the fourth inning of play. A very productive third for the Flyboys as they played 7. Johnson City air and 5 hits for the Flyboys contribute to this 9-run advantage now. Kirksey has dealt well, though. 45 pitches in, 3 complete innings so far, and has not allowed a run, has not allowed a hit so far, as this one is lifted up. Shallow right field, and
nice
what a catch, ranging out. Not Matt Cash at second.
You see him now at shortstop as the trend continues.
Not Matt Cash, but instead Jackson Berry back at second base making that catch. That was quite the play out in shallow right.
That's a tough catch to make. It's a tough catch to make, whether it's baseball or football or basketball at that. You see a lot of full court outlet passes.
Okay, so let's do our Matt Cash update. He's at short, but where did Gray go? Barry went back to second. I'm going to say Gabe Gray is at third for now.
Tanuver's back catching. I think he's been back catching, actually.
I think Bame's still at first as a strike comes across the plate there. It's kind of hard with no numbers on the front. Vicious cut and a miss. Kirksey has had himself quite the start here today. He's retired each of the last 9 Doughboy batters. Out of the stretch, he'll fire in the 1-2. Low. And that will equalize the count. Here's a stat for you, Tyler. 7 of the 8 batted balls against Kirksey have gone to the right side of the field. This one will not be put in play. Swing and a miss. Kirksey pulls the string for out number 2, his 3rd strikeout of the day. So 2 outs with nobody aboard here for Johnson City. 3 2/3 innings work for Kirksey, and he's done it all on 51 pitches. 8 have come in this inning. Blake Carroll steps to the plate for Johnson City. He's 0 for 1 today. .259 batter on the season is Harrell. Another Walter State Senator this upcoming season. From Kingston, Tennessee.
Right there near the time zone change.
Home place of one Marty Fritz, gubernatorial candidate this upcoming election.
I don't remember why, but I drove by Kingston High School in the spring. Oh, I was coming back from Chattanooga when Chickadee Oak Soccer had an absolute thriller in sectionals, and there was.
This is hit well out towards right, hooking foul, and that one will not stay in play as Ward watches it bounce into the warning track.
Looked good off the bat.
I don't have very good memories of Kingston. They ended my season both years in high school, junior, senior year from the gridiron, so don't think too kindly of them. Johnny Painter watching along on Facebook. He's our stat guy, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a 3-man crew here on the broadcast, but Johnny Painter, we'll call him
got a 4-man
3rd and a half. Yeah, he's been keeping us up to date on where Matt Cash has been as this barely escapes the bat of Blake Carroll. They say he didn't go. So thank you, Johnny Painter. Matt Cash is at short, and it's his 4th position here in the 4th inning. Now, herein lies the question, Tyler.
Oh, yes. We're close to that getting really screwed
up. It might get dicey. Here's the question. Do you continue even if it's in danger of being a run rule? We'll call it that.
Yes, because no disrespect, but with what we've seen this year, the Flyboys pitching has been subpar, so there is a really good chance that they do give up a couple runs that keeps it within 10. So I believe you keep it going.
As Brian Staten put it this morning on the Sports Report, the pitching has been, well, questionable. Albeit non-existent at times, as this is hit up the middle. Tonight has been fantastic. Dylan Kirksey is through 4 complete. It's a ground out, and 6-3, easy as they come, retired by who else than Matt Cash. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Flyboys lead 9-0 over Johnson City here in the home finale as you listen and watch Appalachian League Baseball from Green Sports Zone.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Here at Smoothie King, we're ready to help you rule the day. Our smoothie specialists get you exactly what you need to get you moving. Every smoothie is made fresh, right in front of you. Real fruit, real fuel, no shortcuts. And it's not just smoothies. From signature toast to loaded bowls, there's a menu built to keep up with you. Whatever your day calls for, Smoothie King has it, and the value to match, right here in Greeneville.
Tonight's Bachman-Bernard Game of the Week is presented by Tommie's Plumbing, so don't let plumbing problems dictate your day. Tommie's Plumbing takes control with expert plumbing solutions. From leak detection, sewer line repairs, and new fixture installations, their team is going to deliver results. Next time you got a leak, let Tommie's take a peek. First pitch strike issued at the knees of one Olin Ward, batting cleanup today for this Flyboys crew. They built a 9-run lead thanks in part to opportune hitting and offense, and in part due to a stellar start so far from Mr. Dylan Kirksey. Ball inside will equalize the count. 1-1 count here. Appreciate our audience tuning in from the Radio Greeneville and Green Sports Zone Facebook page, as well as the Green Sports Zone YouTube, as this one is hit and bottled up by the second baseman, Noah Cox, for the first out of the inning.
That's for the Flyboys, number 16, Ruben Swanee.
Ruben Swanee due up with one out. Nobody aboard here. I tell you what, Tyler, Josiah Harrison has come in. He's thrown 2/3 innings, but he's brought the velocity here tonight. Don't have TrackMan pulled up in front of me, but he's certainly reached up and hit the 90s on the radar gun today.
He's limited the Flyboys a lot.
As you see on your screen there, Ruben Swanee 1 for 1 with a run driven in and a walk drawn here today. The Bethune-Cookman Tiger. more buttons unbuttoned on his shirt than buttoned, dare I say. But so is the theme with a lot of today's ball players. And broadcasters, so it seems. Joe Tessitore, ESPN College Football.
Is he?
Oh, man, yeah.
What's the story behind his?
I'll just say Google it.
Joe Tessitore?
Shirt, yeah.
Wonder if he does that on Friday Night SmackDown. He does wrestling also. I've not really paid attention. So now every time I see Tess, he's going to have to look at his buttons.
I had no idea that he did SmackDown. Wow.
Yeah, he's done WWE for, no, it's been over a year.
That's a good selection. If I had to pick one guy to do it, from that landscape, yeah,
it's been
be a pretty good
about maybe a little less than a year now that ESPN and WWE have bridged a deal together, and I guess that allows Tess to do it.
Yeah.
Same with Pat McAfee. McAfee did it.
Nolan Bain will step to the plate. The Pitt Panther has singled so far today, 244 hitter on the season, I should say. I'll send this one into the Flyboys bullpen. Nothing in one, the count here. Harrison out of the stretch. With the man on first, kicks and fires. This one is on the ground, middle infield. Flipped up to second base, 6-4-3 double play. And that's all she wrote for the Flyboys there to end the inning. So a textbook twin killing will get the Doughboy defense off the field. Still a 9-0 Flyboys lead as we head to the top of the fifth. This is Appy League Baseball from Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch. Because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
9-0 Flyboys as we hop into the fifth inning of play here. About as good of a start as you could draw up for Dylan Kirksey as he begins with a strike. And something that's caught my eye, Tyler, is the ability to start ahead in the count. Kirksey has done that extremely well here tonight as Johnson City begins the fifth looking for its first base knock of the day. You don't see that very often, if at all. I'm not sure exactly what just happened.
So we just get, okay.
No balk, no
no balk,
ball,
no pitch.
no.
He did let go of the ball and it advanced forward. He puts one right down the pipe right after. It was a gimme, as we're told.
Well,
it was don't do that again.
You do see something new every day in baseball, and maybe that's doubly true in the Appy League. I can't say that I've seen that before. Here's the 0-2. A breaking pitch, and the count at 1-2. Jackson Geiger, the South Florida Bull, leading off for this Doughboy offense. This is on the ground, sharply hit, but foul territory. Four innings of work for Dylan Kirksey so far. He's done it on just 62 pitches.
Very efficient.
Looking to record the first out here in the fifth. You go back to that last outing, Tyler, for Dylan Kirksey. You go back to his game against Burlington, or at least the last start. 1-3 in the win-loss column, as we touched on. A 6.45 ERA. All 9 of his appearances have been starts, having logged 37 2/3 innings pitched this summer. A 1.57 whip, so not the greatest stats, as this one is absolutely touched. Out to straightaway dead center, and this one is going to one-hop the fence. Standing into second, rounding, going to third, and the relay is on time. It's a double, but he's thrown out on the base pass as Geiger. What a throw. .85, I think that was. I don't even know if that hit the cutoff, man. What a way to record the first out of the inning, and what a way to bust up your no-hitter.
That was first hit of the game.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Flyboys have been so good, I really stopped paying attention to that.
Yeah. So, Kirksey has still faced the minimum.
Right.
I'm not sure how you'd classify it. Well, no, he hasn't. He's walked 3. But nobody has recorded a hit and landed safely on the bases after the fact. Dylan Kirksey out of the stretch here. Cut and a miss, and he's just on his P's and Q's here tonight. He has been incredible. Kirksey of the Coppin State Eagles. Another trivia question for you, Tyler. This one is bounced up the middle. Gloved by Cash, now at third, and Matt Cash playing his 5th position of the game with the 5-3 putout. For the second out of the inning. So I'm guessing that Gray moves to short, back to where he started the game. If you're just now joining us, Matt Cash started the game at catcher. He has worked his way all the way around the diamond from first to second to short, and now at third base. And he has made a putout, I want to say, at definitely at catcher, second, short, and third. And he would have made a putout at first back in that second inning. We might be on a record watch here, Tyler.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm starting to think about that also. He might have. Did he get a putout at
maybe not a putout, but definitely an assist.
At short?
Yeah. Yeah, so he had a putout in the second because there was a ground out to second. This one is poked to right, and it will land softly for the Doughboys' second base hit of the frame. Noah Cox lands safely. Gabe Tanous will step to the plate with a man on first and 2 outs. So he's been involved. Let's just say he's been involved in a play at every position here in the 5 different positions that he has played. But you've still got to get through 4 more. And one that's probably going to be the most difficult. You can log some outs, but are you going to finish the game on the mound? This one's hit to Gray. He'll take it himself, step on the second base bag. Easy does it. And I'll get the Flyboys out of the frame. 9-0. Flyboys take it to the home half here in the 5th inning. This is Flyboys baseball from Green Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
Nothing. Flyboys leading the Doughboys here in the home season finale here at Eastman Credit Union Field, Pioneer Park. Derek Charlton, Tyler Nichols, Matthew Palazzo saying hello and welcome back. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday evening of College Summer League baseball once again here from the park. Beautiful, picturesque night as the first pitch strike swinging is how we will begin here in the bottom of the 5th. If you're just now joining us, a couple storylines. Fireworks after the game, so it's not too late. You make your way down to the park to see those. But Matt Cash has played 5 different positions here today defensively as he's made his way all the way around the horn. Catcher, first, second, short, and third. And he has made a play at every position. Josiah Harris back on the mound for Johnson City. Amari Jefferson sends the 1-1 pitch to the shortstop. An errant throw. Will have Walsh chase it off the brick backstop, and the throw back to second will not beat him. So an error by Tanous, and Jefferson makes his way to second. Well, that is another error by Johnson City. And again, they've just not looked crisp here tonight, Johnson City. Harrison offers. This one is hit foul. Striking a ball to start the count. Josiah Harrison back to the rubber. 2 balls, a strike, a man on second base. Harrison delivers. This one is lifted high. He'll send Icefielder back to deep left to make the grab. Looks like Jefferson going to tag here.
Good tag up.
Now, batting for the Flyboys, number 73, Gabe Gray.
Gabe Gray will round out this Greeneville order. Today, he is 1 for 2 with a single. He grounded into a double play, also brought in 2 runs offensively. Josiah Harrison for Johnson City. He's come out and he's done exactly what his team has needed him to do. This one hit up the middle, the 3rd run driven in on the day from Gabe Gray. Make it 10-0 Flyboys. The home team sees their offense come to life here in this home finale.
Flyboys, number 17, Deacon Nelson.
Deacon Nelson, future Auburn Tiger, makes his way to the plate.
A couple of future Auburn Tigers here, or just Auburn Tigers.
Gabe Gray going to get the lead over at first. Harrison offers high. We were talking about this situation before the game, Tyler, about what's at stake with a Greeneville win. Elizabethton leading 6-2 last time I checked. And that could be of interest. If Greeneville is to win here tonight and tomorrow. Elizabethton wins tonight, they win tomorrow. That would mean Johnson City's left out of the playoffs. As the top 2 from the East and the West both go on, see their postseason hopes fulfilled.
I'm glad there's an actual wild card round now in Major League Baseball, but I used to love Game 163.
So just a one and done?
It was used to have
wild pitch here. On the walk, and Flyboys will have men on first and second here with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning.
You used to only have 4 wild card teams. I'm sorry, 4 teams. 3 division winners and 1 wild card. Well, if you had a tie in the wild card after 162 games, you do a 1-game playoff to decide who that wild card is, and they would coin it Game 163.
So you'd have 4 teams that qualified, the 4 division winners.
The 3 division winners.
And then 1 wild card.
Yeah.
Is that all that's in the
There's
playoffs
6 now. No, it's been expanded.
Okay.
There's 6, but back when it was 4, the 3 division winners and the 1 wild card, you would more often than you would think have 2 teams tied for that wild card spot.
I'd assume so.
And you'd have Game 163 to decide who gets that wild card spot. And you talk about electric atmospheres.
Oh, yeah.
In a 1-game playoff,
Yeah.
and you get to one of the teams get to host it.
Yeah, how do you determine a host in that situation?
I don't remember. Maybe head-to-head that year. I don't know.
Yeah, that had to be a long list of. You might have to go to the gas station and make that coin flip like they did in Friday Night Lights.
Goated movie.
So Burlington is leading Danville 8-3. Elizabethton leads Kingsport 6-2, and Pulaski leads Bluefield 5-4. In the East, Danville and Pulaski have locked up the 1 and 2 seeds, so they are surefire in the playoffs. Bluefield and Burlington are over 6 games out of playoff contention, with just 2 games left in the season. Meanwhile, in the West, you've got that 2 seed up for grabs. Johnson City needing to win at least tonight or tomorrow to ensure their playoff hopes are fulfilled. But Elizabethton looking to make some ruckus here in the final 2 games of the season. Matt Cash, he's definitely pulled the headlines tonight with his defensive adjustments, being moved all the way across the diamond. Here he is at the plate for a 3rd time. He's 2 for 2, a run scored, a walk drawn, and a run driven in here today. And he'll draw a walk for a 2nd time. Trot down the first base line. The Flyboys have loaded the bases. Here's this offensive explosion continues to occur in the home half of the 5th inning. They put up that crooked number back in the 3rd where they plated 7. They've plated 1 in the 1st, 2nd, and now 5th. Owen Tanuver, no better name here with the bases loaded, due up for this Flyboys offense. Harrison kicks and fires. This one up the middle on the ground, fielded by Tanu, steps on the bag. The throw will take Walsh off the bag at first base,
but he will get
and
out
they'll
there.
throw back to 3rd, and that will end the inning. That'll be a funky scoring decision, but the Flyboys do plate its 11th run of the day. Coming up, we'll talk to Flyboys GM Brandon Bouchard on what this season has been like this summer here in the home finale. It's Flyboys 11, Johnson City 0 here on Green Sports Zone.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Here at Smoothie King, we're ready to help you rule the day. Our smoothie specialists get you exactly what you need to get you moving. Every smoothie is made fresh right in front of you. Real fruit, real fuel, no shortcuts. And it's not just smoothies. From signature toast to loaded bowls, there's a menu built to keep up with you. Whatever your day calls for, Smoothie King has it, and the value to match, right here in Greeneville.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
Hello, welcome back from Eastman Credit Union Field in Pioneer Park. The Flyboys plate 1 run in the 5th. They do it thanks to a wacky play there. It induces a fielder's choice and some other happenings, but more importantly, they take an 11-0 lead over Johnson City. Dylan Kirksey on the mound for this Flyboys team, and it looks like we have a pitching change here for the Flyboys. Looks like it will be a new arm on the hill for them. And we'll get you up to date with that new arm as we come along here. We do have a special guest to the broadcast here tonight, Brandon Bouchard, Flyboys GM. So, Brandon, thrilled to have you on here tonight. Hey, year 4, we just sat there. Year 4 for you here in Greeneville. Another season here as GM of the Flyboys. Just overall, I wanted to pick your brain as you know, 2 months have culminated and talked about it again earlier tonight. 45 games, a lot to squeeze into 2 months, but just how's this summer been for you?
Yeah, no, it's been fantastic. Yeah, year 4 for me here as a GM. Been here since 21, the inaugural season, so I've seen every season there is a baseball here in Greeneville with the Flyboys, but this year it's been great. We've been lucky enough to bring more promotions and theme nights and more people in the ballpark, hopefully than ever. Weather has been pretty good as we've gone through it, but it's a good crowd here tonight on the final home game.
Excellent crowd tonight, and beforehand we had the corgi races, the fans getting some Chick-fil-A gift cards as they enter the gates. But talk about some of these promotions, because you go down the list, and we've been here for a couple. I think we were here for Margaritaville night earlier this season. We were here for one of the fireworks nights again earlier. I know we're going to have fireworks after tonight's game, but some of your favorite promotions this season, as another successful season has gone by here.
Yeah, for sure. We've tried to really focus on things that will bring families and bring everyone into the ballpark. So giveaways were really the first thing we thought of, trying to elevate those, and we went from doing 4 every year to having 9 this year, actually. So 4 T-shirts, we did soccer jerseys, we did bobbleheads, magnets, everything you could possibly think of. The Chick-fil-A cards tonight. But on top of that, we're bringing back the crowd favorites at Margaritaville night, Star Wars night, all the firework nights, the corgi races, and again, after tonight's game, we got tennis ball toss, where lucky fan could potentially win $1,000 here after the game.
Couple of those promotions, I mean, just another excellent year for you. Another team here in the late stage of July, they've kind of petered off. Pitching has kind of been an issue, I guess, for you. But just kind of talk about how the behind-the-scenes operations have went, because, I mean, what you guys have been doing on social media, what you guys have been doing here as far as the in-game product has gone from an entertainment standpoint, it has just been incredible. And another time, I think you go around the Appy League, I think Greenville does it better than anybody else. So talk about that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, firsthand, I used to be a former Flyboy here in the press box doing all the promotions and video board stuff with us. But it's been exciting, and really it comes down first and foremost to my staff and my group of interns that have really been able to come in here and do things the right way and elevate what we always try to do. So I mean, we just kind of build the framework of the promotions in the off season, and then it's really up to my staff. I lean heavily on them and my intern group to really execute everything.
I think a big headline entering the season, obviously naming rights partnership with Eastman Credit Union, and then the new netting system as well. A couple other big headlines as well. What are some things that fans can look forward to in 2027 and beyond? Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're always trying to make improvements here in the ballpark. Netting was kind of the big one this year. We're looking at a few different things for 2027, some new amenities that we're looking to bring into the ballpark. Thanks to Eastman Credit Union. They have really been a great partner and great supporter of the field and the organization, where it's going to open the doors to really do some things we may not have been able to do in the past, which, again, we're in the early stages of kind of figuring out all those different aspects. We're, like I said, this is the final home game, and once we get through this week, it might take a day or two to take a nap and hibernate for a minute. Yeah. But then we'll come back and start brainstorming for 2027. But like I said, we're always looking for new promotions, new theme nights, more firework nights. Really, sky's the limit here. And it would have been some highlights for you too as we head to the end of this inning. Just this season, more than just the play on the field, but just some of those moments and even, those promotions. And I mean, I'm sure tonight's going to be one of those as well, with the fireworks and the tennis ball toss to follow. Yeah, it's been a great year, and yeah, like you said, on the field is just the biggest part of anything with our promotions and things like that. So I will say, I know you said not specifically on the field, but we had a bit of a slump over the past 3-4 years where, for whatever reason, we could never win a game when there was a firework night or a jersey night or a big theme night. And I think this year we finally broke that mold. So it makes it easier on me, especially when we're trying to hype up the crowd after a firework night or on a firework night after a big win, which we had a big walk-off win on July 18th with Davy Crockett night. And the fans just get more and more engaged when we do stuff like that. Well, Brandon, thank you for taking the time sitting down with us. Always a privilege. Again, thank you so much for everything that you've done on our side of things this summer with our broadcast, making everything possible. You do a tremendous job, put on a tremendous show. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Flyboys lead 11-0. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Flyboys Baseball from Green Sports Zone.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Here at Smoothie King, we're ready to help you rule the day. Our smoothie specialists get you exactly what you need to get you moving. Every smoothie is made fresh right in front of you. Real fruit, real fuel, no shortcuts. And it's not just smoothies. From signature toast to loaded bowls, there's a menu built to keep up with you. Whatever your day calls for, Smoothie King has it, and the value to match, right here in Greeneville.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
Welcome back in Eastman Credit Union Field and Pioneer Park as we hop into the bottom of the sixth. We just heard from Flyboys GM Brandon Bouchard, and he kind of doubled down on it, Tyler. This game has absolutely flown by in that last half inning as well. Wish we had more time to talk with Brandon, but excellent stuff, coming from him. Again, just this ballpark, you talked about it earlier, the show that Greeneville puts on year in, year out. It is second to none here in the Appalachian League. We're certainly fortunate to have somebody like Brandon Bouchard running the show.
And it's been another great season here in Greeneville for the Flyboys. It's crazy to believe that we're in year 6 for the Greeneville Flyboys now.
Yeah.
6 does not feel real, but yeah, year 6 down for the Flyboys. Crazy how long, I guess you could say, it's been since the Appalachian League switched to a college woodbat league and the Flyboys moved into town with all the great staff that is included with the Flyboys. So it's sad it's the last one. But hey, what's that saying? Last one, best one?
That's right. And we talked about it with Brandon. There are so many improvements throughout the years, and he has been here for every one of these Flyboys seasons. The first year as an assistant GM, and then in 2021, he's been the GM ever since. I mean, I think back to that 2021 season, no video board, right? Limited signage. You didn't have all the extended netting. You didn't have the naming rights sponsorship.
Not a lot of fans were showing up either because it wasn't the Greeneville Reds or the Greeneville Astros.
Right. To see that growth, and they didn't even have TrackMan back in 2021, but then Tusculum, Greeneville Flyboys, they both just bit by bit throughout the years have continued to make incremental improvements, and here we are in 2026. I am so beyond excited for what the future holds. A ball away, hopefully with more success next year. Hopefully with a little bit better bullpen. But still, you come to these games and you get entertained first and foremost, I think. And these kids, they come out here and they develop as well. I think we've seen both of those firsthand here this summer. Ruben Zwani puts a charge into one, and it will be allowed out for out number 2. Talking about the power in his bat, it's a F7 in the end.
And this is a sad moment also. If Nolan Bim gets out right here, we could be talking about the last Flyboys at bat at Pioneer Park this season. Because
could be, run rule.
Yeah, we're looking at a potential run rule after the next half inning. So sucks that Matt Cash may not, he won't be able to do 9-9 because you'd have to have a monumental comeback to play that bottom of the 9th inning. Well, I guess he could, you'd have Johnson City play the top, So he could do it, but
it'd be sweet revenge as well, considering that the Flyboys were run-rolled last night, 16-4 after 7 innings, and it was Johnson City who had the stellar offensive night. Built an early 7-0 lead yesterday after the first 2 innings, and Johnson City didn't really look back after that. This one is up the middle off of Bame's bat, and another error by Johnson City will prolong the inning. Man on first, 2 outs. After Bame reaches due to error, Amari Jefferson due up here for the Flyboys. 0 for 2, looking for his first hit of the day, but did draw a walk earlier. And tomorrow, if you're just now joining us, middle school football jamboree, North Green, West Green, Chucky Doak and South Green Middle School, all in action tonight right here on our stations. Radio Greenville, Green Sports Zone Facebook page. We'll have the game live streamed, 4 quarters of it live streamed. And also on our Green Sports Zone YouTube page. So make sure you tune in for that. Speaking of, a little different format. As we know, jamborees typically do have those unique formats. 10 to 12-minute quarters of running clock. South Green will field 2 teams. Cott County will also field 2 teams, so they will make up the, 4. Well, let's say 2 of the 6 teams, but they'll make up 4 of the quarters, if you will. Or 4 halves of the quarter, I guess is the better way to put it. So Cott County will play in quarters 1 and 2, and then you'll have South Green play in quarters 3 and 4. South Green, West Green, final quarter, a little milk can game amongst the middle school ranks.
Main event.
Yeah.
And then next Thursday, we get our first county middle school.
That's all right. Right here on Green Sports Zone, entering this new fall.
Once you start with the middle school jamboree, it's on from there. Middle school jamboree, the following Thursday, you'll have South Green versus Chucky Doak Middle School. Following Friday, you have the high school jamboree. The following Friday, you have week 1. You hit that middle school jamboree, you've got an important football event every week until, the last few years we've been fortunate to say to late November.
I think, that middle school start is just the opening of the floodgates.
Once you hit that middle school jamboree, bang, welcome to it.
And I couldn't be more excited for this year as well. Bigger and better than ever. Our broadcast schedule for this upcoming fall. We'll have Thursday night football with middle school and some high school games. Friday night football, of course, with our regular Friday Night Lights broadcast. And we'll have Saturdays on the radio with Brian Staten and I. And then Monday, Tuesday, we'll have high school volleyball and girls soccer as well. So a busy, jam-packed fall right here from Green Sports Zone. Couldn't be more excited for all that entails. Didn't realize I was looking earlier today about how quickly the volleyball season's transpired. Maybe we'll talk about it next half inning. That inning is over after the grounder to the left side. So, possibly the last half inning to come. Flyboys lead 11-0. Run rule possibly in effect. 3 outs, and we will see. This is Appy League Baseball from Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman-Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch. Because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
project needs power, Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
Well, folks, you're seeing it correctly. 7th inning of play here from Eastman Credit Union Field. Matt Cash has played 6 innings of 6 different positions up until this point. We begin the top of the 7th, and he is your new pitcher on the mound for the Greeneville Flyboys, looking to do the unlikely, the improbable, the insanity, I guess you could call it, and that's 7 different positions in 7 innings. And he has made a play every inning at another position.
I need to backtrack on something I said earlier. I said if you see one of these position players pitching and they're not listed as a pitcher or a two-way player,
yep,
it's unfortunate. Well, I'm proven wrong. We have a position player in up 11-0 in our last home game.
The sophomore from Jacksonville State, 1 pitch in, and a ground out is what it will be. 6-3 on the putout, and the Flyboys are 2 outs away from this run rule victory in its home season finale. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have full coverage of the post-game fireworks show here from Eastman Credit Union Field and Pioneer Park. Fan Appreciation Night, certainly no better way to show your fans appreciation and ending this season with a win. That and $2 Coronas, that'll help also. First pitch low for ball. (11-zip) this Flyboys lead. Matt Cash, 2 pitches, 1 out recorded. He'll find the zone here. You couldn't tell he wasn't a two-way player. He has reached up and thrown pretty hard in these first couple pitches that we have seen. Out of the windup here, and just misses away. You hear that pop all the way up here on the concourse.
It looked good.
Two hours, 7 minutes since first pitch here today on a Wednesday night. Matt Cash and co. looking to end this game via run rule fashion in the top of the 7th inning. Ball low makes it 3-1. Out of the windup, Cash delivers away, and it's a 5-pitch walk issued to Jackson Geiger. It looks like spoke too soon. Johnny Painter informing us no fireworks tonight, so possibly a change in plan due to the weather from last night. Not sure, actually, not sure. But I have to get an explanation of exactly why. But we have seen plenty of fireworks here in the 7 innings that we have witnessed. I think it might make up for the lack of a fireworks show.
Especially that 3rd inning.
I'll blame Brian Staten for that one. The 0-1 lifted foul over the awning. 0-2, Matt Cash going to close out this one in his 7th different position of the game. And that's one way of doing it, just telling him, hey, go get us 3 outs. 0-2, the delivery. This one going to hit Motti right in the elbow guard. And that'll leave 2 men on here with 1 out in the top of the 7th. So the game extending run now moves on the base pass at first. Were Motti to score from first, the game would have to go to at least the bottom of the 7th. Noah Cox steps to the plate. Made a couple of defensive plays for this Johnson City defense.
So has Matt Cash played 7-7 now?
Yes.
You think he's going to throw the game on purpose just so he can get in the outfield next?
it'd be one way, you know. That could be a spin that you put on this. I mean, incredible props to him, though. At the plate, he has reached base each of his 4 at-bats. He has made a play at every position that he has played here tonight, I believe.
Can you go from the field to the mound back to the field?
I think so. But you'd have to have that position player come in and pitch in turn. Or you'd have to exit the game, and you'd have to pull someone in from the bullpen. 3-1. Full count upcoming, 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th. Swats one foul, and the at-bat continues. Matt Cash looking to close this one out on the hill for Greeneville. The payoff inside, ball 4, and the game is a couple pitches away from being extended. Oh, wow. So Johnny Painter informing us he actually played all 3 outfield positions last inning. So this is his 9th position of the day.
Even more impressive, 9 and 7.
Wow. And I guess we were busy catching up with Brandon Bouchard. We didn't realize that.
So here's what he's doing now. He's blowing the game, so now he can go in at DH and do 10 and 7.
Yeah. Go to the bullpen, come back out of the bullpen, and now he's thrown. No, he's coming out of the pen anyway. He should have started the game. This one is lifted high, right side towards the bricks. Boehm in foul grounds, and this one's off of the nylon. Cash out of the windup. 0-2. Belted slowly. Cash fields it, flips it to home, and he has now made another positional play. This time from the 1 position. Nicely done. So 1-2 on the putout. Flyboys 1 out away from securing a run rule victory in its home finale. The first offering, a called ball on Kenyon Hughes Jr., the initial leadoff batsman of this Johnson City offense. 0 for 2 today. 0 for 1, excuse me, with a strikeout and a walk. Another ball thrown in by Cash, excuse me. Hughes Jr. 3-0 Cal lead now. And there goes the shutout. Kenyon Hughes Jr. draws the 4-pitch walk, and the game extending run moves 90 feet away. 11-1 our updated score from Greeneville. Take a look at some scores around the area. Elizabethton leads Kingsport 8-3, a score of note, especially for this Johnson City team. Burlington leads Danville 8-7, and Bluefield leads Pulaski 6-5. So close games in Burlington and Bluefield. Elizabethton looking to fight for its playoff survival. So is Johnson City, currently a game and a half above Elizabethton in the Appy League standings. 2 wins from Elizabethton these next 2 days could make that playoff race interesting, especially if Greeneville were to go on the road tomorrow and secure a second victory in as many days. Matt Cash out of the windup. The mound visit is over. Nearly clips the shoulder there of Thurman. Oh, very off-speed pitch there. Hey, that's all you got to do.
Frozen.
The 1-1 and another pitch with a lot taken off of.
I want ABS challenge for that last pitch.
This one's lifted high, shallow center. Could be trouble. Barry all the way out, and Jefferson will make the grab, and the ball game is over. Matthew Cash plays all 9 positions, and the Flyboys in the home finale wins via run rule. Your final score, Greeneville 11, Johnson City 1. That is all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, as the curtain is drawn on the 2026 season here at Eastman Credit Union Field in Pioneer Park. Your final once more, Greeneville 11, Johnson City 1. Tyler, a season where we've been at a couple of these games, not all of them by any stretch of the imagination, but my goodness, they have been an absolute blast to cover, a blast to call. Good way, a good bow on it here at the end, the final home game of the season as we end this season with a victory, 11-1.
You know, no better way to end the home season than to get a win, too, and to get a big win like this over a rival that run-ruled you last night, and you could potentially play spoiler now that we know that Johnson City loses tonight and then Elizabethton was leading earlier. So it definitely makes tomorrow night interesting, knowing that Greeneville's got to go to Johnson City now and can play spoiler once more and send Johnson City home. So it's a good win tonight for Greeneville. It sends these home fans home happy on Fan Appreciation Night. And now the best part of the night, we get to see an old-school tennis throw like we used to see in the early days of the Greeneville Astros.
Yes, I'm very excited to see this one. Greeneville finishing the season up tomorrow on the road at Johnson City, the former Johnson City Cardinals Park. I'm not sure. I think it's Northeast Credit Union Field or something along those lines.
They don't pay us to say their names.
Yeah, well, listen, it's at that park, you know it, downtown Johnson City, if you'd like to travel. Yeah, old Cardinal Park.
If you actually put in Cardinal Park on maps, I think it still will take you to it.
Your final score, Flyboys 11, as we reach our final line from tonight's game for Greeneville. And it was 11 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Tyler, this was the kicker for me. Johnson City, 1 run on 2 hits, 5 errors tonight. 5 errors, very costly at very pivotal parts of the game, including that third inning where they would score the 7 runs and build that early 9-0 lead and really pull away from it. I think the headline tonight, as Johnny Painter comes over here, maybe we need to give him the headset. Johnny, hop on the call. Johnny, you were our eyes and ears throughout the whole game. Tell us about this Matt Cash story, because I think you had a beat on it early on, but you didn't think to tell us about that second inning.
Well, the only thing that I didn't see, well, of course, a lot of it in the outfield, he went from left to center to right every other batter, basically. And we were looking at it in the press box, the things that he had as far as putouts go. Throughout the entire infield, he had a putout at every position except catcher. They did record a strikeout in the first inning, so therefore he didn't have a putout there. But he had 2 at third, and then when he came in to pitch, he got the putout.
Yeah.
Actually, he didn't get that putout as well either, because it was an assist to him.
Right.
So, but great night for him.
Did he have any putouts in the outfield?
No.
Okay, so just in the infield.
Every
I know every
position.
infield position. I mean, that's a feat in and of itself. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
It's the first time I've ever seen anybody play all 9 positions, especially in a 7-inning game. But no, I never saw him play in a 9-inning game as well. But to be able to have the opportunity to have a put out in the way that he did was kind of crazy.
Well, you had the foresight as well for that coaching staff to say, hey, we're going to start you in the outfield this 6th inning and then move you all the way around, because obviously the run rule was in effect. Was there any conversation that you got wind of before the game, maybe last night, about when or if this would be taking place?
We knew last night that he was going to try to play all 9 positions. Obviously, we talked in the press box at the start of the game. What happens if?
Yeah.
If it does turn out to be a run rule game situation, and it got to that in the 6th. So when he went to the outfield to start moving him around.
And we even had this talk too. If you were on the other side of the coin and you were the one that got run ruled, or if you had the lead going into the 9th, but you couldn't play that 9th, which obviously they cover their bases there. But if you were to have gotten run ruled and you wouldn't have been able to play all the positions, just the pieces of the puzzle that had to be in place for that to happen, and for it to have happened tonight, to play all 9 positions.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. At least the situation for Kirksey to come in like he did tonight and throw strikes. That's been one of the struggles that the Flyboys staff has had this year. Been a lot of walks, but for him to come out and give 5 strong innings like he did, and then for somebody like Matthew Kerrigan to come out and throw the 6th inning and then let Cash throw the 7th.
Oh yeah, I think in all that happened tonight, you lose track of that to another position player or another two-way guy that goes out and throws there. You've been front and center for all these Flyboys games. Just how big was that tonight to go out in the home season with a win in run rule fashion?
Well, obviously it's big. The thing that we talked earlier in the press box about it, play spoiler. For Johnson City, they needed a win tonight to be able to clinch that 2nd spot. Either that and them win or an Elizabethton loss. And right now it's a situation where Elizabethton is winning the last we checked. So it's going to come down to the final game tomorrow for that number 2 spot. Right now it's going to be a doozy of a situation, if you will.
So we got Elizabethton leading Kingsport 10-3. Is it as simple as a Greeneville win and Elizabethton win tomorrow, and Elizabethton gets that 2 spot?
That's correct, because there's going to be like a half game. There's a half game difference in that sense. So a half game with 1 game to play. So if Johnson City wins, they take care of business. If Greeneville wins, then it's going to come down to an Elizabethton win. So just exactly what it was tonight.
Well, Johnny, thank you for joining us here at the tail end of our broadcast. Johnny, so many parts of this year's season here in Greeneville, and it's certainly another season where he has been at the helm of a lot of the stat keeping and the stringing that's taking place here at the stadium. So I certainly appreciate him and thank him for all he does, not only for his press box work here, but also all the recaps, all the stories that you read from the Greeneville Flyboys side of things. It's all from Johnny Painter. So we certainly appreciate his work, including his investigative journalism here tonight and his updates on where Matt Cash was. Cash, who plays each of the 9 defensive positions in tonight's run rule win. 9 positions in 7 innings, and that is a Flyboys win. We'll take a step aside here as we show you the tennis ball toss. Again, Brandon said earlier, Tyler, forgot how much money was in the pot, but whoever gets a certain tennis ball in a given pool will walk away with a butt ton of money.
I don't know why we can't get a throw in.
I'll take my shot out here.
At least just 1 throw. I could probably get it to that inflatable pool out there on the pitching mound. I don't know if I can get to the $1,000 5-gallon bucket out there behind second base.
Yeah,
but
you're talking about a what's it called, a needle in a haystack.
I think they're pretty comfortable putting $1,000 on that, because I don't know if anybody's going to make it out there. You can probably get it out there. It's such a small target.
You see our contestants lined up here. We'll stay on the air a little while longer. Why not?
It's the last one.
We expect to be here a lot longer. Obviously, the run rule cuts the game short a little bit longer. We're good to podcast for a little bit.
It might as well. That's what most of these Flyboy streams turned into at some point.
We'll keep an eye on that Elizabethan game as well. Tennis ball toss is coming up. No fireworks tonight. I led everybody astray. I apologize for that, but a fan appreciation night that was certainly worth the billing. You had the Corgi races, you had the $2 Coronas, you had the Chick-fil-A gift cards, and you had a Flyboys win, more importantly. 11-1 is your final. We'll step aside here as the tennis ball toss takes place. How much you say that 5-gallon bucket was?
I think $1,000. You see people aiming out there.
We've got 1:35 on the clock here. Should have asked Brandon for a tennis ball when he joined the broadcast a little while earlier.
At this point, I think I might stand on that. See, somebody had the idea right there. Just roll it in that hoop. Is he going to get it? Oh, it rolls right outside.
So here's
That's
the
exactly
question.
what I was going to talk about. And
does
somebody
it have
did
to
it,
be
but it rolled
in the
out.
air, or can it bounce?
I think it just, you got to get in it. Everybody's going for that bucket out there. It just shows you how greedy we are as human beings.
How much is the hula hoops in the swimming pool? I might take my shot at that swimming pool. That looks pretty.
Everybody going out there.
Pretty good.
That's what I was
that was
saying.
A close one there. See, that's the $10,000 bucket.
You've got people that are getting close.
A lot of a lot of buzz on the field. I mean, we had a throw here, Tyler. That was about the ugliest throw I've ever seen in my life.
I'm glad we didn't get that on stream.
I'm glad. Oh, whoa, that was close too.
Oh, it took
that was very close.
But what's also sad is that throw that just took place over here still almost landed near that pool, and he was not throwing towards the pool.
So you get a couple of tennis balls. We got 25 seconds left.
We still got some going.
Oh, we had some guys trotting out there trying to get a little bit easier of a throw. 10 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds.
We've got players attempting now. I don't see why we didn't get one.
I would have definitely taken a shot. That is the end of the tennis ball toss. Tyler, like you said, ode to a former time. The Greeneville Astros and the Reds always with that tennis ball toss. Throws you back to a time like that in our childhood, huh?
It's hard to believe this is the 23rd year of baseball in Greeneville now. 04 Greeneville Astros were the first, and here we are in 2026 with the Greeneville Flyboys. A lot of time in between then. A lot of Hall of Fame players and coaches have came through this establishment here in Tusculum, Tennessee, but we put an end to the 23rd season of baseball here in Greeneville with the Flyboys getting a nice 11-1 win over Johnson City tonight. So there's no better way to end the year, whether you end the year on top winning whatever championship you're playing for, or, hey, whether you're eliminated from playoffs and you win the last game. The goal is to win the last one.
23rd season of baseball here at Eastman Credit Union Field, Pioneer Park. Again, another successful season here in the 6th iteration of the newly instated Appy League. Of course, with the Greeneville Flyboys wrapping up the 2026 campaign here at home. It's an 11-1 victory over the Johnson City Doughboys. Again, so many thanks, so many people have made it all possible. Brandon Bouchard, primarily for all of his help for us on the broadcast side of things. We were outdoors for a couple of them this year, but the press box set up here at Tusculum University as well. Special thanks to them. The facilities, they're just bar none in the entire Appy League, in the entire South Atlantic Conference. So certainly appreciate them for their hospitality, and Brandon for all of his help throughout the season. We talked with Brandon earlier. Stay tuned. A lot more improvements coming up. Bigger, better seasons on the horizon this Greeneville Flyboys season. While it won't end in a playoff berth or a championship, has certainly left a lot of people with a ton of smiles, ton of laughter, and a ton of joy. Fellas, thank you for tonight. For Derek Tarleton, Tyler Nichols, and for Brandon Bouchard, the Flyboys are victorious tonight, 11-1. For a full story and recap of this one, you can go to greensportzone.com. Johnny Painter will have a full write-up. And for Johnny Painter, saying good night, God bless, and we'll see you next time. I'm Matthew Palazzo.
Tonight's Game of the Week broadcast is presented by Tommie's Plumbing. If you got a leak, let Tommie's take a peek. Our title sponsor, Bachman-Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where they're going to save you money. Tonight's game is also brought to you by CNC Custom Trailers, Casper's Wrecker Service, open 24/7, Gateway Ford, and Gateway Nissan. You just got to get to Gateway. Heritage Community Bank. The Main Brand Hair Company. We wrangle your tangles. Your local Marathon Quick Stop Markets. Run in when you run out. Smoothie King. Rule the day. And by Tusculum Body Shop.